Alright guys, we're out here. I thought I'd do a quick, short little video here of the 2025 Yamaha T7. Quick little walk around, just to show you some of the features and the upgrades. I'm not going to get too carried away with it just because I don't know everything there is to know about these bikes. I know that there is been a few upgrades made here. It's not all new, just it's very similar to the 24s. They did make some changes to the fuel tank. It's a little further forward. It sits a little bit lower than the other ones. It doesn't really look any different than the other ones to me, but that's the info that I have on it. Still same 4-gallon tank. LED turn signals were fresh on the 24s, I think. But you can see the new headlight with the more rectangular lenses. Double Brimbos up front. Supposed to have a new air intake, which, like I said, I didn't own any of the previous versions, so I don't really know much about that. The seat is just a one-piece design now. As far as I can tell, the seat's pretty comfortable. I have no complaints about the seat. You can see the shock, toolless adjustability. I'm not sure if that's compression or rebound. You can see the linkage is different than the 24s and previous models. Foot pegs are supposedly a little bit wider. They did change the clutch cover a little bit. Apparently last year people felt like it was making contact with the lower leg too much, and they were not a big fan of that. The engine, you know, looks basically the same to me, but and then they have of course the ride-by-wire that many people aren't a fan of, honestly including me, but the little bits I've ridden this thing, it's been absolutely fine. I have zero complaints about it so far, but we're early on in the experience for sure. They do claim that they have strengthened this mounting bracket for the exhaust that obviously got bent pretty easy before. I like the way the bike sounds. No complaints on that. See, the bike's got a little bit of dirt on her. Of course, the rear license plate hanger thing, I don't know why they do that. Must be some legal reason why they do that. But of course, that's one of the first things that gets gotten rid of. You can see the preload adjusters on the forks. Haven't messed with them yet. Not sure how all that works as of now. There's some new controls. It's got a new screen as well. You can see it down here. You can see where you can get some different readings. I don't know if that was the same as the old bike or not. You see, it's got 83 miles on it, but it's kind of cool. You can see there's some different settings, different themes. I kind of like the Explorer screen. This is the other screen. Street, but like I said, I like the Explorer screen myself. This phone connectivity, which was kind of a pain in the butt to set up, honestly, but it does work. Different modes. I haven't messed with the modes a whole lot yet. I've just kind of been running this Explorer mode, but traction control, ABS. Yeah. Lots of stuff that I still need to learn about the bike, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's about it for the walk around of the 25 Yamaha Tenere. it's a cool bike. I'm gonna have fun riding it. It's gonna be quite a different experience for me. Obviously, I'm a dirt bike guy, so I have to learn. If you guys have any suggestions, one of them being, what tire pressure are you guys running off road? I cannot imagine running this thing at like 35 psi, whatever these things are supposed to have in them. But it's a pretty heavy bike, so I don't know that dropping down to 12 psi is a good idea either. So maybe 20, somewhere in the middle. And what else do I have questions about? I don't know, I'm sure I have some. I have a lot to learn about the bike. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a fun experience for sure. I know my dealer had 5 or 6 of these and they sold out of them in the first couple of days they had them, so I was lucky to get one. I know that there's a lot of demand for them right now, but yeah, fortunate to be one of the lucky guys that got one, I guess. Now for the upgrades. Unfortunately, there aren't a lot of upgrades available for them right now because there's just enough changes to the bike that a lot of the 24 stuff doesn't just transfer over to it. But there will be some upgrades to it. I'm not going to put a lot of money into upgrades right off the bat. I like to ride bikes stock for a while just to get a feel for them and feel what really needs to be upgraded. Of course, taking it off-road, tires are going to be a #1 concern. I do like them on the road so far. But anyhow, I think that's about all I got to talk about on this one. Like I said, I'm no expert at these T7s. I'm very much a beginner in the adventure bike genre, I guess, for lack of better terms. So I got a lot to learn. Luggage, all that stuff. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use the bike, so you know, I'm not really planning on doing overnight type stuff, but I would like to get into some BDR stuff, at least sections of it. I think it'd be fun, just different. I'd like to see some of that stuff, man. Just get out and see some different stuff. Anyhow, if you've watched the video for this long, I appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Until the next one.